Again, welcome back dito sa channel natin. And for today's video, papakita natin yung kanilang naging game 2 nga para sa semifinals nila HikaruNakamura at Wesley para sa Division 1 and upper bracket. So, again, tingnan natin, white pieces dito si HikaruNakamura and black pieces naman si Wesley so, baliktad lang natin. Pasensya na. Let's wait for a while. Okay, so let's start. So, again, nag-E4 opening nga si HikaruNakamura and nag-C5 dito si Wesley. Sicilian defense. So, knight F3, D6, and bishop B5 check, and knight B7, bishop to A4, knight to E6, and castle. Actually, ang kanilang opening is Sicilian with a variation of Moscow variation. Ang ginagawa dito ni Wesley. So, E6 lang, develop lang. Rook E1 para merong suporta sa pawn sa D5, D4, A4 I mean. So, A6 lang para preparation for the B5. Then, nag C3. After C3, nag B5 na nga. So, bishop C2, C4. Very good move para merong control on this D3 and B3. Then, nag D4. So, after D4, C takes D3. Then, bishop takes D3. Then, knight to C5. Knight to C5, bishop to C2, and bishop to B7 para may atake sa center pawn. After nyan, bishop to G5 para merong pin on the queen and ma-pressure din ang knight. So, after nyan, nag-bishop to E7 para po pwede siyang mag-castle anytime. Then, bishop to B, D2, then H6 para mapaalis ang bishop. Then, bishop to H4, then castle. Then, bishop to D4 para merong atake na mangyayari and control din on the center. Then, rook to C8. Then, F3 para mabigyan ng suporta ang pawn sa E3. E4 I mean. Then, G6. After G6, bishop to F2. Then, bishop to F2, queen C7, and knight to F1. Then, E5. After E5, obligadong alis ang knight dyan sa gitna. Then, knight to B3, knight to A4. Then, rook to B1. Then, nag-D5. Grabe talagang ginagawa dito ni Wesley. Talagang atake na siya. Atake para mabigyan ng pagkakataon at matalo niya dito si si HikaruNakamura. Then, bishop B2, D2. Knight to C5, then queen to E2, bishop takes A4, E4, knight takes E4, knight takes C, E4, F takes E4, then B4. Grabe. After B4, nag-knight BD5 lang, then nag-rook FD8. Then knight F3, bishop C5, then nag-H3. After H3, then nag-A5. Then nag-king to H1, bishop to B takes C3. Then B takes C3. Then E4. So, E4 nga tinira. After E4, bishop to H4. Talagang pinakawalan niya na ang bishop para makaiwas din sa threat ng knight. So, what if ang ginawa is nag-knight takes, bishop takes E4. Bishop takes E4, queen takes E4, bishop to E2. After bishop to E2, rook BD7, rook BD7, queen to C4, queen takes C4, rook takes C4, rook F1, then rook F1, bishop G3, rook to F7, then rook takes C3 is rook E7, rook C2, D3. So, eto magiging slightly advantage sa black kapag ganito ang nangyari. So, balik natin. Bishop takes E4, knight takes C3, bishop takes B3, bishop takes B7, queen takes B7, queen takes E5, queen takes E5, bishop takes D6, bishop D6, then queen takes queen takes a5, then rook f8, then bishop to b3, then rook to c5. Then bishop b3 and rook to the c7. So, in accuracy pa rin, rook, ang pwedeng magawa ng black is dapat sana ginawa niya is rook, king to h7. King to h7, bishop to c2, rook to c5, queen to a3, and rook d3. Rook's fc8. Then rook and bishop d3, rook d5, bishop a6, queen a6, bishop a6. So, yun ang magiging resulta kapag, yun nga, mayroon kang pera, marami kang pera, and, okay, yeah, sorry for that. Yun ang magiging resulta kapag nag-king to h7. So, balik natin, rook to c5, queen to a3, knight to e4, queen to a4, then bishop g3. Bishop g3, ito raw ay bad move base sa analysis ni Stockfish. Dapat raw sana is knight to g5 lang. Knight to g5, knight takes g5, h takes g5, queen to g4, queen to b5, knight to f2, rook to f5, then queen to e2, queen to a5, bishop to bishop d4, rook to d8, bishop a1, bishop d3, and rook to b1. So, ganito ang mangyayari kapag ang ginawa is knight to g5 siya. So, balik natin, bishop to g3, bad move. So, queen takes h4, rook takes h4, and e8. So, and rook to c1, then knight to g1, then knight to d6, then queen to e1, I mean bishop to e1, sorry for that, bishop to e1, rook to d8. Kapag ganito raw ang nangyari is bishop to e1, rook to c7, king to g2, king to g7, bishop to knight to f3, then f5, rook to e8, rook to e7, rook takes e7 check, bishop takes e7, and bishop to d2, then rook to b1, then bishop to e3 and bishop to f6. So dito makikita natin ang kanilang evaluation bar magiging slightly better and advantage siya for white pieces kapag ganito ang nangyari. So balik lang natin, queen takes c5, b8 takes c5, queen to g2, rook to b1, rook to e1, rook to e2, king to g7, knight to f3, rook to c7, rook g4, rook to b7, rook to f2. Grabe talaga itong ginagawa nilang dalawa. Then rook to e7, talagang hinahanapan na lang ng butas. Kung sino yung makita nila ng butas is good luck. Rook to e7, rook f to d2, rook takes c7. And king to g3, rook b to c1. Then rook to d3, rook 1 to c5, then h4. Grabing atagador talaga. Rook to b7, suporta and atake. Then rook to d2, rook b to c7, knight to e4. Sorry for that. Balik lang natin. king to g2, rook to b1, rook to e2, king to g7, rook and knight to f3, rook to c7, then g4, rook b to b7, then rook f2, then rook to e7, rook to d2, rook c7, rook b to c1, rook d3, rook c5, h4, hb7, h2, bishop c1, bishop c1, bishop e2, then bishop takes c3. After niya e4, rook to c1, knight to d6, rook 7 to c3, pero merong penetration and pressure na may bibigay para sa knight at bishop. Then rook takes c3, b takes c3, queen to f4, collections, and knight to f7, rook to h4. Then after nyan, knight to e5, knight to e5, knight to e5, knight to f3, rook to h3, then g5 check. H takes g5 check. Then king to g4, b to h1. After that, queen to g3, then rook b1, queen to d2, rook b1, queen to f3, rook b1. So, magiging spam na yan kapag ganyan kadami o magkakapareho ng pangalan. So, punta tayo dito. After niya, nag-king to d4, king to f7, rook to e3 check, king to g4, rook to a3, bishop takes g6, bishop takes c4, c5, queen takes e5, queen takes c5, queen b4, and knight to g5, knight to e2, and number 9 is, ang number pang 74 nila is nag-knight, sorry for that, ang pang number 74 nila na move is knight takes g5, rook takes a5, bishop to f5, and nag-rook takes f5. So kapag ganito ang nangyari is tabla. Kasi kakainin na lang din ng white ang rook. So yun ang kanilang naging resulta. So I hope na meron kayo nakuha sa video natin for today. See you on our next vlog for the game 3 of this event nila Wesley and HikaruNakamura. Have a good day and have a nice day everyone. Bye.